Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4, and in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 44, we're going to be doing the second of the two endurance races that have been available to us since we reached 25% game completion. Now, the first one we did was the Roadster 4-hour endurance at Tsukuba, where we used Mazda MX-5 because that's all that was really allowed there. And in this one, the 9-hour Tsukuba endurance, you're allowed to use whatever car that you want to. So I'm going to pick something that's suitable for everything else that's going to show up. You can probably get Skylines, Evos, maybe RX-8s, RX-7s. I don't freaking know what else could show up. But got the Nissan 350Z that I believe we bought for the race of NA Sport, where I was experimenting, trying to use different cars, and I finally just succumbed to buying something for another one-make race that's also going to be in the future, the Nissan Z one-make race somewhere. I don't think we'll be able to do that until we get the A license, but we've got this race right here, and then the Beetle Cup, and then we're going to go get the A license. So that's what's going on the next few episodes. Now, this is going to pay 150,000 credits, as opposed to the other one that we did. That was 100,000, I believe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was 100,000 credits, all MX-5s. This one's 150,000, some slightly better performance cars. I'm not even going to do all this in just one day. I'm going to record like the first half, which is 4.5 hours. And then I'm going to go to sleep, go to work, come back, and then do the second half in the morning. And I guess I'll just throw footage of me sleeping and at work, because I guess that is part of the experience. Oh, we got a different race logo for all these endurance events. If y'all remember, we had a blue badge of sorts for the 4-hour Roadster endurance. And this one's got this red gradient rectangle bar doohickey. Cool. So we've got ourselves a variety of high-performance cars showing up to this race. There's the Nissan Skyline GTR, a BMW 330i. That's the newest car here from 2005. Mazda RX-8, Subaru Legacy as opposed to an Impreza. I figure they bring the Impreza, not a freaking Legacy. I mean, I guess that car is alright though. A Mazda RX-7, and then there's us. So many like different types and models and versions, and I don't even know the difference. They might have like different horsepower. Some of them, they have the same horsepower as another car with a completely different name, and then I'm just like, why? What is different about it? What different parts, different tuning, different? I don't even know. Okay, so only 9 hours to go. Shifted up into 4th gear, but then right back down into 2nd. I'm not familiar with this Subaru Legacy. The only thing that comes to mind whenever I think of Subaru cars is the Impreza, and maybe like the SUVs that I see on the roads. And that's it right there. He is not being kind to me. Okay, so it really isn't anything special, is it? It looks a little different. Back bumper looks very different. And then I see the front Subaru logo. And there's that blue RX-8. It could have been a different color. You're also supposed to take charge of them different colors, but don't. Get 2 blue cars in this race. A bunch of these cars coming in just gray and black and crap. We got a white RX-7, we got a gray Skyline, and a black BMW. I like it when the game can be colorful, and black, gray, and white aren't exactly colors. I mean, white is a color. White is all the colors. I know that from the science class thingy that I took in school. But in my opinion, none of these are like the colors. So I'm not even really driving that good right now. But I think it's fine because somehow I'm catching up to the Skyline. You know, I was 3 seconds behind him, and now I'm 1 second behind him a lap later. So, I mean, is this race going to be easier or harder than the 4-hour Roadster endurance? I mean, in hindsight, it's 5 hours longer, so, but as far as racing against these AI and our different paces, I'm not sure which one is more different. It all comes down to whatever the fastest car is, and I'm not allowed to pass this fuckhead, this stupid fuck nugget. I'm sorry, that was going too far. Fuck nugget is like the darkest of them all. Come on, close the gap. I gotta pass you so I can stop talking. I just drank milk with my breakfast when I got off of work. I don't even know if it was really breakfast because I wasn't sleeping the whole freaking time. But I had some milk, and now my voice has bubbles and weirdness inside of it, and it's driving me insane. So I passed him. I keep on missing my shifts because I can't hear this car. It likes to be quiet. You can hear the car because I edit my videos. But once again, I can't hear the car because I always set it just 8 volume on the TV, and then I can hear the car. Ugh. This thing handles very good, though, I tell you that much. It handles way better than it did in Gran Turismo 3 with the concept. So, let's see how long it takes until I start lapping these guys. Well, the Subaru Legacy is sure got way less of a pace than all the other cars in the field. It's because it's not an Impreza. As a matter of fact, if they brought Impreza WRX STD or whatever the shit, it probably would be performing right with the Skyline GTR. Said this guy over here brake checking me and nearly knocking me off the track. But anyhow, it totally amazes me how after 15 laps, the RX-7, the RX-8, and the BMW 330i are just following each other around like this. Like, are they ever going to split up? Because if they've done this for this long, they could do it all race long. And there we go again with the running me off the track thing. Okay, he's giving me room. That's nice. I've got less straightaway speed than the RX-7. It goes to show that they can't drive for crap. Because, like, if you've got more straightaway speed than me, then you're just not using your shit. These cars all handle really good. So, we've got 2 of them a lap down. I'm going to pull in front of you. Damn, he gave me a little bump and then he just smashed him brakes. I'm trying to run him over. I'm trying to take the corner in second gear the way I usually do, and I'm getting so screwed up and I can't even focus right anymore because having all these cars here is making me drive different. I'm not even trying to pass the BMW. He just hit the brakes so damn hard for the corners. The AI in this game are just not that good at over half the tracks. They have to have a significantly better car than you in order for you to actually be challenged. I could have brought a car with 250 horsepower and probably still won this. Barely, but I know I could have done it. Subaru Legacy is the first car to head down pit road, and my left front is taking a beating. Much quicker than the tires, any of them were, in the Roadster Endurance. I put it in first gear because I was trying to slow down enough to get it to turn. I'm doing stupid shit by instinct that doesn't make sense. Oh, that's not good whenever your instincts don't make sense. Then what are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, I can't lap the Nissan Skyline. It's not gonna happen. I'm tired of driving this damn thing like this. So I'm gonna go down pit road. I guess like just a lap after the Subaru Legacy because he's a lap behind. We get medium tires. Oh, you could choose to keep the current tires in the car. No, that wouldn't be smart. And of course, we're gonna get fuel, and we're gonna stay in A-Spec mode all race long. Get them A-Spec points, and get A-Spec points every single race. No B-Spec mode, anything. Also, I was wanting to say something about this fucking antenna. That I feel like that would be aerodynamically hindering me a bit. That's only for your radio. Whenever you're on the FM radio or something like that. Whenever you're on the road, want to listen to some tunes. I don't think you really need an antenna like that whenever you're in a race. Do you fucking mind, you fat bastard? There he goes, Skyline down pit road. I should already be a lap ahead of him before he's actually exiting, or as he's exiting, something like that. So don't make any cuts just yet. We're going to see how this plays out. Gosh. I spend so much time not talking, and then I get back to talking, and I don't know how to do it anymore. Because I'm so focused on driving. So I'm just like, NASCAR cars, antennas, no antennas. That's my thing. Okay, so past him, we now have the whole field lapped down. And it took over a full run. Something I was also wondering just a while ago, just looking at those tires wearing down, thinking how many tires we're going to go through in this race, and then I realized, of course it doesn't matter, but are there any racing games where you can run out of tires? Because you can't run out of tires in any NASCAR game I have ever played. I don't even know if you can run out of tires on iRacing. You can probably pit as many times as you want. Okay, so, You know how I said that we have the whole field a lap down? Well, obviously this RX-7 in front of me is not a lap down. He hasn't pit yet, and because of that, he got in front of the Nissan Skyline GTR, and he actually has a huge gap on that Skyline, and I don't know if this strategy, with like him pitting like way less frequently, is going to cause the RX-7 to take home second place instead. But I'm going to catch him, I'm going to pass him, and then we'll have everyone a lap down. And I know that because he is second place. I'm curious to find out whenever he's going to pit, because if it's like way later, almost towards really close to the second pit stops for everyone, then yeah, he's going to wind up getting second place, regardless of like maybe a slightly off pace compared to the Skyline. That's just kind of what it does, obviously. I mean, he's here now, and if he's pitting like way less often, that's just what it's going to do. It was doing a similar thing whenever we were doing like 1,000 miles. Where the fuck are you going, you little jack off? Oh my god! And then I'm jacking off into his ass, so that's... But in 1,000 miles, we had this thing with the Corvette and the Lotus Elan or whatever, and they were kind of having this thing where like one was pitting like way less frequently. There he goes at the end of lap 36 for him and the beginning of lap 38 for me. Alright, end of lap 44. I'm going to take my second pit stop of the race. This is the last one I'm going to show you for a while. But the RX-7 is still in second place. So, I'm guessing that he was held up in traffic whenever he came up to lap him for the first time. Because, yeah, he was in that group of 3 cars, the RX-8 and the BMW were with him. So he waited so long to take his first pit stop, but even though he just took his pit stop, he was still ahead of the Skyline. You figure the Skyline would be ahead of him after the RX-7 took his pit stop, but no, that's not the case. So, yeah, the RX-7 is going to wind up getting second for sure. Like, there's no way that he could fuck this up. Right? Excuse me. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go a whole nother lap. Where the hell are you going, you stupid? You made me hit the cone I hit earlier. Yeah. Thank you. That's not going in the video. Well, we're halfway there, and my phone's about to die. But this is setting up to be like a 503 lap race or whatever. So I'm gonna stop this before it dies.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Large mocha frappe.
Anything else?
Double bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
That's all.
It's gonna be 8:34 at the second window.
Okay, now that that's over with, I can get back to driving in circles again. I'm not sure I remember how to do that. That's okay, I'll figure it out. And maybe we'll set a new track record. I'm curious to know what this lap is going to be, because this lap right here is taking place on 2 different entire days. Of course, it could have been like that if I had run this race at a different time. You can tell my car is starting to get dirty. It's losing its shine and stuff. Also, yes, I am still wearing my uniform. I'll take that off at the next pit stop instead of wasting time. I'm also hungry, again, even though I just ate a bacon cheeseburger 8 hours ago. So, the fastest I lapped since getting back was a minute and 1.68, which is only 7/100ths off of our current best lap. I'm gonna beat that lap at some point, because I just did that. I came that close on the half-worn tires. I think I only had to run like another 15 laps or something, right? Not even that, like 13 laps. But we have 22 lap runs. So that was just our 12th pit stop of the race. Oh, what? I tied my fastest lap on 275. Fuck me, man. Yes! Yes! Fuck yeah! Oh my god, I always do this. So as we head in to take our final pit stop of the race with just 5 minutes left, what the heck just happened in this episode? Well, let me explain this while we take this pit stop. So I was exporting the video footage after completing the episode, and I had completed the race and everything. This is 3 days later right now. All this that you're watching at the moment, 3 days later. It deleted my final clip of the video. The Elgato software, it just deleted it. I didn't tell it to do anything. Out of nowhere, it just decided to have it vanish from the computer. So I no longer have the footage of the original recording from me taking this final pit stop, winning the race, getting the prize money, and the prize car. So after all that stuff, I'm like, okay, let's just finish the race again without actually doing the entire race. I had the B-Spec driver come in and run like 6 hours. Then I had to unlap myself because that guy ain't got no damn pace. He was 3 laps down whenever I got back. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I still have the face cam footage, of course, from whenever I originally ran the race. Thank goodness that my best lap was in the footage that didn't get deleted. It was just everything from the last pit stop onward. Now, of course, I still got my A-Spec points. I'll see that. I'm not even gonna save all this data after running this the second time. I'm just doing this for the sake of actually having footage. You wanna know what the strange thing is? Whenever I came back to do this race a second time, just to get this extra footage, every single car from the first time showed up. Same color and everything. And this white RX-7 was staying in second the entire damn time, or in first until I caught him with the stupid B-Spec driver's bullcrap. We wound up having 22 pit stops, just 88 tires, plus the 4 we had to start with, so 92 tires. I don't know where the heck we had the room for 92 tires. Yeah, I get no A-Spec points, but I already got them the first time, and you'll see that at the garage thingy. I originally made a 506 laps.
Hello, prize car, winning the Tsukuba 9 Endurance.
This is a Nissan Calisonic Skyline GTR race car, 93. Okay. The car that I got last episode was better. Or I mean, was it last episode? You know what I'm talking about, the Altezza touring car. Okay, now that I showed you my initial reaction to getting the Calisonic Skyline old race car, let's take a look at how this oil looks. That's something I didn't look at last time I was recording the end of this video. It's yellow. It's still gold. It's not even changed. I drove for 9 hours. Then there was the race of an A Sport before that with this car, and it's just fine. I mean, it said that the oil wasn't bad yet. You know, the light never popped on, despite all the time I spent driving it. So, I guess it's just yellow, and then it goes bad, and then it just immediately goes to dark green. I don't freaking know. Well, that's surprising. I would show you guys me washing the car, but evidently it's all clean again. Because whenever, after I initially ran the race and I was finishing the video, of course, I wanted to show you guys me cleaning my car. It was a matte blue and all that stuff. You saw how it was at the end of the race that I just had to re-record right there. But I didn't save the game after that because that didn't count. I didn't want to get some shit that never even happened or supposed to happen be in the Let's Play. And it would have said something like 770,000 credits. So, you know, I guess I can just skip over that. So yeah, we got 150,000 credits for winning the race, and that's our new total. Went from 470,000 to 620,000. We're at 29.3% game completion. We gained 0.1% from a 9-hour race. I hate how they calculate that crap. It should be set by the number of laps. Like, the number of laps in each event determines like the amount of completion. It's just like the total number of laps. That's the completion thing, not the the event percentage. And then the A-Spec points. There's your proof that I did all of this race and got the A-Spec completion before Elgato fucked everything up. I got the A-Spec points without doing anything else. We still got to get all the trophies and all the other events. Something stupid was going to happen at some point in the recording of this giant Let's Play. So I'm glad that we made it 44 parts before anything really went wrong. And I still patched up pretty good, you know? So I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 45. The last event before we go get our A license, and that's going to be the Beetle Cup. And there's nothing else to do that's B license or no license required. I think there's a no license event. It's like the 2 HP, 2 CV thing. But it's a one-make race, and they have to award me the car. I can't buy it. It's not available. It's some old little legend-looking thing. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.